So, yes, it works. Well, you see me the third time now, Fleur Kemmers, Frankfurt University, and I have the honor today to present some closing remarks. It's been 2 very full and intense days, so you're probably all rather tired, so I'll keep it brief. And I'll finish with some PR for our next upcoming event, but that's the second part. So I have to say, I'm not based in a museum, I'm based at the university, and this was my first ICOMON conference, and I'm really impressed by the diversity of organizations and people and countries present. I'm very much impressed by the collegial spirit and the very good discussions. I saw the program, I thought half an hour discussions. Is there so much to discuss? Yes, there is. Well, the last 6 minutes, maybe not, but so it was. So I was really impressed by how you, especially I think 80% of the people here are museum people, how you're sharing best practices. I think this is a very important aspect of this conference, that you, although you are based in very diverse contexts of national banks, museums, different kind of countries and institutions, you confront similar, well, let's call it challenges rather than problems. And here, this is a platform to discuss how to deal with them. And I sitting in here and listening, I realize that many of you are faced with the same kind of challenges. On the one hand, how to reach a larger and more diverse audience. Also, how to deal with, well, restricted staff, restricted time, maybe not specialists and not full-time staff, and how to make clear to your kind of overarching organization, whether you're a small collection in a larger museum or part of a banking system, how to make clear the relevance of what you do, and that numismatics or the care and taking care of numismatic objects is something you need expertise to do it. It's not something you can just do on the side. You need time and funds to actually do that. And as I said, I was really impressed by the best practices you were sharing among each other. Now, the overarching theme of the conference was cross-organization collaborations. And you've all shown examples how money museums, banking museums, numismatic collections, especially because we're a rather small field and considered to be rather specialist, how there is the need to reach out to other organizations that have different expertise or have a different point of view. There is this necessity to cooperate, and I think we've seen very interesting examples of sometimes also maybe unconventional or not the cooperation partner you would think of first, but more well, maybe creative cooperations. But I also think that talking about cross-collaboration organizations, that actually what we're doing here is cross-collaboration organization, cross-organization collaborations, because there are quite a lot of examples where people from various institutions that are present here have joined forces and put forward new projects, new exhibitions, new methods to further the interests of numismatic collections, banking museums, financial literacy. That's, I have to admit, the word I first learned here yesterday. So I learned a lot here as well. So I was very impressed by the results, and as I said again, also very much by the very collegial and mutually respectful atmosphere, which I think is very not self-evident and very important. Let me close by drawing your attention to another collaborative event, which is going to take place in 2 years, 11 months, 2 weeks, and a number of days, which is the 17th International Numismatic Congress, which will take place in Frankfurt in 2027 from September 12th to 17th. Now, there is some crossover between the people attending here and the people who usually attend the INC, International Numismatic Congresses, but there is not 100% overlap. So for those of you who don't know this International Numismatic Congress, it takes place every 6 years. It's organized under the patronage of the International Numismatic Council, of which Ute Wartenberg is the president. or the current president. And it's about 8 to 10 times as big as this gathering, so about 800 delegates visit this conference every 6 years. And it addresses numismatics worldwide, from ancient times up to the present day, and also includes medals. So not only coins and monetary instruments, but also medals. And it has a rather dedicated research focus. So it's there to present new insights, new research into numismatics, monetary objects, and medals. Frankfurt has the honor to organize the 2027 conference, and you might wonder, why Frankfurt? Well, Frankfurt, as most of you will know, is an international city of money and finance. It's the home of the European Central Bank. It's also the home of the German Bundesbank, so the Deutsche Bundesbank, the German Central Bank. On the slide, you see an image of the skyline of Frankfurt, and in Germany, it's sometimes, well, lovingly or mockingly called Manhattan, so it's Manhattan on the Main. I'm not joking, it's real, it's true. And it's a hub in Europe. If you're traveling by plane, train, car, wherever, most of you will have changed planes or trains or crossed the Frankfurter Kreuz by car. So it's a real hub also economically and traffic-wise. So it's a very good place to have a conference because it can really cater for a large audience with many hotels, and it's very well connected with the rest of the world. But apart from that, it's also a hub of numismatic research, teaching, and numismatic collections. I'm from Frankfurt University. I teach numismatics there. I'm a professor of ancient numismatics. But we also have numismatic and monetary history research at the Historical Museum of the city of Frankfurt, at a research institute called the German Archaeological Institute, and also at the German Central Bank, the Deutsche Bundesbank. But beyond that, we have several large numismatic collections in Frankfurt. The most prominent ones, the numismatic collection of the Historical Museum, which focuses on the monetary history, not only of Frankfurt, but of the larger region. And we have the Money Museum of the Bundesbank. They're also present here today. And we have very lively and active numismatic societies. So it's a very good place to organize such a big conference. Now, the Goethe University is the main organizer, represented by me, and I'm very happy that we're organizing this with a number of partners. The Historical Museum of the City of Frankfurt, the German Archaeological Institute, and the German Central Bank. And we're financially supported by the International Numismatic Council and the Numismatic Committee of the Bundesrepublik Deutschland. It's 3 years to go, almost 3 years to go. But preparations have started, and I can tell you it will take place at the wonderful campus of Goethe University, which is a very scenic and well-accessible campus. And you see some images and impressions of the campus here. It's a very green campus. It will take place in September, very nice autumn weather. We will have a large building completely available for us, a building where we have like 15 different lecture halls catering from 1,000 to, well, 8. The smallest one takes 30 persons, the biggest one takes over 1,000. So we can really have various sessions at the same time, but also plenary sessions where everyone will find a place. As I said, it's still quite some time away, but some things are coming up pretty soon. So if everything goes as planned, we'll launch our website on the 1st of January, www.inc2027.org. Not yet there. Will be there 1st of January. And then, and this is important also for the audience here, this conference lives from your input, because there will be a call for sessions, we think in March 2026, might be February, might be April, but let's go for March 2026. And this is where you can bring your input, because sessions will be thematically organized. And if you, as a crowd here, think it is absolutely important that we have a session on, for example, illegal trafficking in ancient coins, this is the place to propose that. Or a session on how to reach a larger audience with our numismatic educational programs. This is the place to propose a session and to get a group of people together to discuss this topic and address this topic in Frankfurt. So start thinking now so that you can submit a proposal by March 2026. Followed by the call for sessions. There will be a call for papers about half a year later, and then registration will be possible from January 2027 onwards through the website, but that's still quite some time away. So, let me end with saying that I'm very much looking forward to welcoming you all in Frankfurt in 3 years' time, and more importantly, at this moment, thanking Cecilia and her staff for having organized a wonderful, very stimulating and very collegial conference over the past 2 days. We're not finished yet, almost finished, but I think they all deserve a very warm applause.
So it's time to conclude and to end this conference, and I just have a few words to say as we have come to the close of the ICOMON conference. So I just want to extend my gratitude to you all for participating and sharing all your knowledge and inspiring us. And my very last thank you for this during this conference actually goes to the staff of the Economy Museum, and yes. And I especially want to thank Jesper, who stands over there. Jesper, great work, and Martina. We can thank them for everything being so well organized. Well, thank you to all of you.